Well, I think like within our own system, we've got frequent flyers, you know, people who tend to show up in the emergency room a fair bit. And so they've been labeled frequent flyers. But I mean, I just find that term so derogatory. I mean, they're seeking help, and they're seeing
Yes.
the healthcare system as a way to get their needs met. And, you know, I think like, yeah, like there is that, you know, that labeling, oh, they're, you know, drug seeking, or they're, you know, I mean, ultimately there's like, I do feel like there's a root to it, and it's connection.
Yes.
Everyone's seeking connection in a way that can be harmful or helpful, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, we do as professionals, and I've seen it in the systems. Yes, that we do use, you know, terms that are not helpful, are not, you know,
Yes.
just that whole stigma.
So, and we've talked a little bit about sort of client stigma before, about what it means for an individual coming in. I wonder if there's anything that comes to mind in terms of an Indigenous sort of client that comes in terms of the stigma they may feel accessing health services. Maybe it's first time, or they've been before. What would be important for other people to know about, especially the Indigenous client?
Well, that's just so complex. I think I could just think of so many different scenarios, so many stories I've heard of Indigenous people engaging with our healthcare system, and how damaging that has been. And I know when Indigenous people do engage with our healthcare system, it's actually beyond the point. Like, they've needed help for a very long time, and this is last resort because they are not able to manage what's going on for them. So, and they've tried other avenues and stuff like that. So, and then when they do engage with the system, yeah, there's all kinds of labels, or, you know, what I've heard from some Indigenous people is that they weren't heard. The doctor, the nurse, the psychiatrist didn't take the time to hear the story. They made assumptions, you know, or looked at their past history and made assumptions, or, you know, and you can see it in the language of how that professional charted, you know, and sometimes you can't see it in the language, but you hear it in the story of the individual. Well, I was treated this way, and they didn't know about this, and you know, I thought that, you know, things have changed, and it hasn't. And so I think that it's a scary, scary place to be non-white and accessing a healthcare system. Doesn't matter what background you are. I think you're always fearful, am I going to get the best care that I need and deserve?
Yes.
You know, based on, you know, just, yeah.